now that we reached the winter season, I was looking at a hand warmer that I can use in the outdoor where the gloves aren't enough, and I honestly would use it for more than just hand warmer, as I do fly my drone in the winter, and I find it exceedingly difficult to keep my hands and the batteries warm as I fly around in this weather. So I looked at this particular product, which is called the Ocoopa, which has a 10,000 milliamp battery, which you could use it to charge your phone, but you're gonna see it's actually quite slow. I'm not really buying it for that purpose, but nonetheless you can do that. It also has the ability to replace a battery, so if you actually have multiple batteries, you can just slap one in. And actually that is kind of useful because you're gonna realize how slow it takes to actually charge this to full. Now, they made a lot of bold claims on this, including how hot it gets, as well as the amount of charge it has, and how long it takes to charge. So we're gonna jump right into it. I bought this with my own money, so this is an honest review. This video is not sponsored in any way, so let's just jump into it and show you the results that I have. Here I depleted the battery completely empty, and I wanted to see how long it takes to charge, as well as what's the maximum capacity it can hold. And you're going to notice that the maximum charge is going to be able to hold is actually less than 10 watts. And what I found also is interesting is you cannot charge this from USB-C to USB-C. It actually has to be USB-A to USB-C to charge it, otherwise it wouldn't recognize it. So actually it does lack the handshake between USB to USB-C to be able to get the right voltage and current. So again, the capacity here is 7885 milliamp hour, or 39.43 watt hours, and it took over 5.5 hours to charge to full. The next test I did obviously here is to actually see the actual heat it's producing here. So I used my FLIR camera to see at the 4 different levels how hot it's supposed to be. And as you can see here, it's gonna be, I gave it a good generous 2 minutes per settings, 1 to 4, to see what's the maximum heat it's gonna reach. And actually it does top off after 2 minutes, give or take. And this is within a controlled environment within the house. So as you can see, they're claiming it's supposed to be 104 to 115, but actually it's around 100 Fahrenheit after about 2 minutes. This is heat level number 2, and you're gonna see what they are claiming and what the actual maximum heat you're able to reach. So let's give it for the 2 minutes, and you're gonna see what it's gonna top off at. So we're reaching almost 2 minutes here, and we are getting about 114 Fahrenheit when we're supposed to get 115 to 126, and it tops off around that point. Now heat level number 3. This obviously is speeding up the timer here, because you're not going to sit around for 2 minutes just to see what the results are. But it gives you an idea on how fast it heats up over those 2 minutes. As you can see, it's quite slow, and this is the best environment possible. So 120 Fahrenheit on level 3 when it's supposed to be 126 to 136 Fahrenheit. And this is the last stage, heat level 4, which is honestly the level you're going to be on anyways. And you're going to see where it's going to top off. It's going to be basically around 125 Fahrenheit over the full 2 minutes. It will actually get to about 129 Fahrenheit, which is obviously under the expected 133 to 145 Fahrenheit. So this is while at home. There was no cold weather outside. There wasn't at the condition where it's actually trying to warm up when it's actually that cold. So this is best case scenario. So it's obviously not going to be that warm when you're using it at I don't know how many degrees outside. So have that in mind. It is currently at this price, $39. I mean, usually there are discounts on these devices, so you can keep an eye on it. My personal opinion on it is, so obviously it doesn't get that hot as they claim. It takes approximately 3.5 hours to completely empty. It takes over 5.5 hours to completely fill up. Its functionality to charge, quick charge, or even use it as a battery bank, it limits it to about 10 watts. It doesn't have a smart USB-C to USB-C communication port, so you actually have to use one of those USB-A to USB-C connectors. Overall, unless you can get a good discount on this device, I don't think it's worth the current price, and that's my honest review.